Most people believe personality is fixed. You're born a certain way and stay that way forever. Quiet people stay quiet. Angry people stay angry. Lazy people stay lazy. Confident people stay confident. But personality is not fate, it is a pattern, and patterns can be rewritten. Every day, without realizing it, you rehearse who you are, how you wake up, how you speak, how you handle discomfort, how you respond to stress, how you treat yourself when no one is watching. These tiny repetitions silently carve your character. 6 months from now, you will have a personality. The only question is whether you designed it deliberately or let life design it for you. Most people drift, they react, they copy. They inherit habits from parents, friends, environments, and never question them. Then one day they wake up and wonder, how did I become this version of myself? But there is another path, a quiet path, a disciplined path, a path where daily actions rewrite identity from the inside out. Personality is not something you discover, it is something you practice. Today you'll learn 10 daily disciplines that reshape who you are at the deepest level. Not motivational tricks, not temporary hype, but repeatable behaviors that quietly rebuild your character over time. Pick one discipline. Practice it every day. And in 6 months, you will meet a version of yourself that feels unfamiliar, stronger, calmer, sharper, more in control. Stay until the end. One of these disciplines may be the switch that finally upgrades your life. The first discipline is structured mornings. Waking up at the same time each day, no rushing, no immediate scrolling, no chaotic start, just a controlled beginning. When your mornings are chaotic, your personality becomes chaotic. Your mornings are stable, your personality becomes stable. At first, waking up early or consistently feels painful. Your mind negotiates. Your body resists. But consistency trains identity. After weeks, your brain expects order. After months, you become someone who starts life deliberately, not accidentally. 6 months later, you no longer feel like life is happening to you. You feel like you are happening to life. The second discipline is controlled speech. Speaking slower, choosing words carefully, pausing before responding. Most people talk to fill silence. They speak to avoid discomfort. They speak to prove existence. But uncontrolled speech leaks power. Controlled speech trains dignity. You stop oversharing. Stop reacting verbally to every emotional ripple. At first, silence feels awkward. Then it feels mysterious. Then it feels powerful. 6 months later, when you speak, people listen. Not because you demand attention, because your words are rare and deliberate. The third discipline is daily reading. Even 10 pages a day. Real books, deep ideas, knowledge that stretches your worldview. Every page adds vocabulary to your thoughts. Every chapter gives structure to your reasoning. Every author becomes a silent mentor. Most people never feed their minds. Then they wonder why their personality feels shallow. 6 months of daily reading makes you harder to manipulate, harder to fool, and easier to respect. You begin thinking beyond trends, beyond emotional impulses, beyond the crowd. The fourth discipline is physical movement. Not for aesthetics, for emotional stability, for hormonal balance. For self-respect, a stagnant body creates a stagnant mind. A moving body creates a moving mind. When you train your body daily, you release stress, build resilience, and strengthen your nervous system. At first you feel sore, then you feel stronger, then you feel grounded. 6 months later, your posture changes, your presence changes, your personality becomes embodied confidence. The fifth discipline is silence time. No phone, no music, no conversation, just you, breathing, existing, noticing. Most people fear silence because it forces self-confrontation. But silence is where personality is rewritten. In silence, you notice your compulsions, your insecurities, your repetitive thought loops, and slowly you gain distance from them. 6 months later, you no longer run from yourself. You become someone who can sit calmly inside their own mind. The sixth discipline is delayed reaction. Not replying instantly, not reacting instantly. giving yourself a pause before every response. This single pause rewires emotional control. You stop being a puppet of impulses. At first, pausing feels unnatural, but soon it becomes your signature. 6 months later, your personality feels mature, steady, unprovoked. People feel safe and cautious around you. The 7th discipline is journaling. Writing what you feel, why you feel it, what you learned, what you want to change. Writing turns vague emotions into clear patterns. It makes the invisible visible. Most people never study themselves, so they never change themselves. 6 months of journaling gives you deep self-knowledge. Self-knowledge is the foundation of self-mastery. The 8th discipline is keeping small promises to yourself, tiny daily commitments, easy tasks completed consistently. A 5-minute workout, a short reading session, a simple habit. It builds self-trust, and self-trust becomes confidence. 6 months later, you stop doubting yourself because you have proof that you follow through. The 9th discipline is learning something difficult. Language, a technical skill, a creative craft, something that humbles you. Difficulty stretches identity, dissolves the belief that I'm just not that kind of person. 6 months later, your personality becomes growth-oriented. Challenges excite you instead of threatening you. The 10th discipline is contribution, creating something, helping someone, sharing insight, offering value. Contribution shifts identity from consumer to creator, from observer to participant. 6 months later, you feel purpose. And purpose is the highest form of personality strength. Now pause and understand this. None of these disciplines are dramatic. None are extreme. None require talent. None need motivation. They work because personality is repetition. Repeat chaos, become chaotic. Repeat avoidance, become avoidant. Repeat discipline, become disciplined. Repeat courage, become courageous. 6 months will pass anyway. The only question is which version of you will arrive there. You don't need to fix everything. You don't need 10 disciplines at once. One discipline, practiced daily, begins rewriting your story. At first, no one notices, not even you. Then small shifts appear. Your reactions slow. Your confidence rises. Your anxiety lowers. Your clarity sharpens. Then one day you look back and realize the old you feels distant. People start saying, "You've changed." And this time, you'll know they're right. Not because you pretended, not because you forced it, but because you practiced it. Personality is not discovered. Personality is designed. Your next version is already under construction. Every day is a vote. Cast your vote today. If this spoke to you, like the video, share it with someone who wants to upgrade their inner world, and subscribe to Willpower Decoder. Your personality is rewriting itself right now. Make sure you're holding the pen.